Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface before this weekend closes, and tomorrow I head off to watch Mission Impossible, which I'm very excited about. Yes, the review will come tomorrow as well. Let's have a look at the weekend charts because it's been quelle surprise, an exceptionally bad weekend for Indiana Jake and the Dialysis of Destiny as it gets knocked off the top spot after only one weekend. Not only that, during the week, of course, it was embarrassed on the 4th of July by The Sound of Freedom coming out and beating it, coming out in significantly less theaters than Indiana Jake and taking considerably more than Indiana Jake per theater, which actually ended up making theaters bump up the number that carried the film Sound of Freedom, and it went up by about 350 throughout the course of this week, ready for this weekend. But as you can see, the number one movie of the weekend is Insidious: The Red Door, which just released this week, bringing in $32.65 million in, again, 3,200 odd cinemas, which is 1,400 less than Indiana Jake is still in. So obviously per theater it's doing substantially more, but once more, just like Sound of Freedom, which had a budget of 14.6 million, around about there, Insidious has a budget of around about 16 to 16.5 million dollars. That's it. This opening weekend has guaranteed profitability for this movie. So both Sound of Freedom, which we'll check in a minute, but as you can see, already hitting 40 million since it came out on Tuesday. These smaller films with much smaller budgets are gonna prove to be profitable, whereas Indiana Jake, with its stonking 330 odd million budget, is going to lose hundreds of millions. Set to lose somewhere in the region of around about $250 million. Oh well, oopsie doopsies. So Insidious here, 32.65 million. Worldwide, 64 million. So already, first weekend, nice juicy profit. Nice juicy profit. Doubled its money at least on its opening weekend. Remember when that used to be a thing? 5 million on the Thursday, 15.2 on the Friday, which rolls the Thursday in, of course. 10 million on the Saturday, 7.3 projected on the Sunday, taking it to the top spot, number one spot. And you can see per theater on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4.7, 3.1, 2.3 thousand per theater. Now, if we jump to Indiana Jake and the Dialysis of Destiny, it's Jesus Christ, 248 million worldwide. That is absolutely atrocious after 2 weekends. Atrocious, particularly on its 330 odd million budget, its astronomical marketing budget, and then of course you got to take into consideration the box office take that they get and the international box office take, which is much lower. This film is going to lose a shitload, absolute shitload. But again, I want to pull down here, ladies. The theater, 4,600 theaters. The Friday, 1.6 thousand. Saturday, 2.3, 2.4 thousand, and Sunday projected at 1.7 thousand per theater. Again, just cross-referencing that with Insidious. Insidious has dominated it, absolutely dominated it this weekend. And with a $26.5 million weekend this weekend, it's down 56%. You have to take into consideration that the first weekend was absolutely atrocious, just bringing in 60 million. Initial predictions were around about 111 million domestic for the opening weekend. It had to get lowered and lowered and lowered to the point where they said maybe 60 to 70? No, brought in 60, and it could have been as low as 55 if it didn't have, of course, the Thursday roll-in to go alongside that. So losing another 56% on top of that atrocious weekend tells me word of mouth is this film stinks. And why does it stink? Because of the deconstruction of Indiana Jones. Once again, they did the whole whammon thing and just ruin the character. Yesterday, Harrison Ford had a gun to his head and was forced to go onto Twitter, recording a video saying, "Hey fans, please go watch Indiana Jake and the Dialysis of Destiny. You can watch me playing second fiddle to some horse-faced English twat. And I get punched at the end and dragged back and everything's shit and my wife wants to divorce me and my son's dead. And it's the most miserable, boring experience that we've had to cram into 2.5 hours. You'll wish you had your life back. Please go see the movie. We made it for you. We saw Tom Cruise make a video like this, and we tried to copy his homework. Apart from the fact that Tom Cruise actually means it, and he really wants you to go to the cinema and have a good time, whereas we think you're a small, insignificant filth, and you should give us your money. And why aren't you giving us your money? We're Hollywood. Don't you know who we fucking are? We're Hollywood. I mean, we love you. We love you, customer. Please see the movie that we made with so much love. And we made it for you. Harrison, I love you. Go fuck yourself. Disney, go fuck yourself. Lucasfilm, go fuck yourself. And Kathleen Kennedy, pick an orifice, any orifice, and shove it where the sun don't shine. No, people can see through this manipulation as easily as they could see how shit this movie was. Oopsie doopsie, never mind. Also, this week, of course, Sound of Freedom embarrassed it on the 4th of July. It's already done a domestic of 40 million. Again, budget of around about 14.5 million. This movie's, again, moved into profit. Moved into profit before a week is even over of its release. Again, strange, huh? And the media have been running interference on this all week. Rolling Stones magazine, Guardian, CNN, all of them, all of the cocked, far left, disgusting filth who try and tell you how to live your lives, who are racist, sexist, homophobic, and they hide behind a veil of virtue. Fuck off. They're telling you, don't go see this movie. This is a conspiratorial movie. It's QAnon. It's all this. It's right-wing. It's right-leaning. It's a right-wing adjacent. It's this, that, and the other. Go fuck off. This is a film. Why would you try and not at least go with an open mind of a film that involves child traffic jamming? I don't know. Maybe because a lot of your buddies are too busy doing shit like that. And, you know, doing sort of things that involve children, which no sane person should do, and you're covering for them. What a surprise. The far left, degenerate scum. Who would have guessed it? But you can see that The Weeknd here, bringing in 18.2 million, coming in third, which is phenomenal. Per theatre, 6,172. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Indiana Jones per theater, 5,700. Embarrassed Indiana Jake. Insidious, 10,200 per theaters that are in. Embarrassed Indiana Jake. And you can see here, Friday it did 5.2, Saturday 7.2, and Sunday predicted at 5.7, with 1.7 per theater on the Friday, 2.4 on the Saturday, and 1.9 on the Sunday. Again, look at that. Beating out Indiana Jake on every single solitary day. This is the biggest of fucking L's that Disney Lucasfilm could have. People are speaking now, and for all that these videos we do, Ryan, myself, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, Odin, everybody, for all the videos that we do about the box office and films, we don't have any reach. We're just guys venting our frustrations to people on the tinterwebs. The normies have spoken now, and they're sick of this shit. People that don't go onto YouTube, that don't see these videos, that don't see the twat-twats and all that crap, that just say, hey, I heard there's a new Indiana Jones movie out. I wonder if I should go see it. And the mates turn around and go, oh no, I saw it. It's fucking shit. You've done it to yourself, Disney. You have taught people to hate your characters because you hate your characters. And it shows. Every single piece of venomous poison shows when you put it up on the screen. You can't bullshit your way out of this one. You've dug yourself a Mariana fucking trench hole and you've fallen right into it. Good. I couldn't give a flying fuck. I'll see you in the next video. You take care. Bye for now.